Week 15, Day 1. Danny Escobedo goes to jail. In 1960, a young Chicagoan, Danny Escobedo, was given a 20-year jail sentence for first-degree murder. Danny had confessed to complicity in the killing of his brother-in-law after the police had refused to allow him to see his lawyer. Complicity means that he knew that this brother-in-law was going to be killed and somehow he was in agreement with it or partnered with whoever did it. So the fact that he knew about it makes him complicit in the murder. Actually, Danny was tricked into blaming a friend for the liquidation of his sister's husband, thereby establishing himself as an accomplice. Okay, he was tricked into blaming a friend for liquidation. That means when we're talking about a person being liquidated, it means killed. It just means they were killed. To liquidate something is to finish it or get rid of it. Usually it's referring to business, like concluding business affairs, getting finished with an estate, or satisfying all the debts or whatever needs to be done. But in this case, it means the death. And so when he blamed the friend, it indicated him as being an accomplice. An accomplice is somebody who knows about or helps in a crime. Despite the fact that Danny later recanted his confession, recanted means he withdrew or retracted. In other words, he may have said he was involved and then he took it back and said he was not because he was tricked. He was still found culpable and jailed. Culpable means deserving blame or that he was guilty. He was still found by the jury, apparently, in the trial to be culpable, and therefore he was put in jail. Danny had been stereotyped as a hoodlum, and nobody raised an eyebrow over the hapless felon's troubles. Okay, Danny had been stereotyped. That means in the past, everybody had an idea in their minds of what kind of person he was. They had this image in their minds that he was a hoodlum. That means somebody who always gets in trouble, and nobody therefore thought anything about it. Nobody raised an eyebrow means nobody thought, oh no. They figured he is a hoodlum, so they weren't surprised at his unlucky or hapless trouble. And they considered him a felon, somebody who committed a crime. All right, so it sounds like because they wouldn't let him see his attorney, he got nervous, and that's one way that sometimes policemen can trick you into making a confession. You're supposed to be allowed to talk to your attorney when you're arrested for something, and the fact that they wouldn't let him see his attorney made him nervous, and therefore he was tricked into blaming somebody else and saying he knew about it, when really he may not have. Okay, any questions about that?
Thank you.